Hello there. Okay, today what you're going to do is you are going to grab a chair and rather than sit your butt in it, you're going to work your butt. Well, really work your whole body. So go ahead and grab a chair. You might need two depending on how advanced you are and what you're going to be doing with certain exercises. So grab a chair and follow me. Okay, please make sure you modify as needed. My chairs are very high, so at times I might modify just because of the height of my chair. I suggest if you're a beginner, you might want to use a chair or step stool that's lower to the ground, or you might want to try the exercises without a chair at all. Okay, I'm going to be doing longer intervals, so if you need to rest in between, go for it. Here we're going to do a mountain climber, and one modification you can do is put your hands actually on the chair like this and drive your knees at a quick pace like that. I'm going to do the more advanced version where your feet are on the chair and I'm going to pull my knees to my chest that way. Okay? A lot of times you're going to be head down, so just be careful. If your blood is going to rush to your head, my face is going to turn red, so will yours. But if you're having some trouble with dizziness, maybe do the modification instead. So my feet are going on the chair, just like this. Start my timer. Here we go. And I'm just going to mountain climb just like this. I'm just creating more core instability to make the exercise more challenging. Like I said, the intervals are longer, so do what you need to do to rest. Stop when you need to, but push yourself if you can. Okay, good job. Next are going to be split squats or lunges, however you want to look at it. You're going to put your foot in the back of your chair, and you're going to lunge down and up. Again, my chair is pretty high, so your foot might be lower, and that might be better for your back. If your back feels strained, you just want to put your leg further down or on the floor. Abs in tight. I'm going to face this way so I don't lose my balance, and I'm going to lunge. Okay, today we're not using weights right yet. I'm going to add weights for one or two of the exercises, but they're optional. You really want to focus on being able to do this anywhere, anytime. Hotel rooms, they all have chairs, couches. You can use a step, you can use a step stool, you can use a box. Like I said, my chair is pretty high, so you just have to be careful. This is all I have, so I'm going to suck it up and do this with you. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Dig in there. You might start to feel it in your butt, depending on how high your chair is. I know I do. Okay, we're going to switch. Just get your balance. Make sure your foot is far enough away from the chair. You don't want to go with your knee too far over your toes. You want to keep it back. You want to make sure that your body weight is in your heel. Keep going. Just keep that balance. You got to just focus your eyes forward. Try not to drop your chin down. Then you're going to get your neck into kind of an uncomfortable position as you go along. Okay, next what we're going to do is another cardio move. Now my chair again is pretty high. I want you to try and do toe taps on the chair. If you have a higher chair, one thing you can do is just marches. Really bring the knees up, getting into the abs. You can do the toe touches fast or slow. And you can also just kind of high knee jog in front of your chair if your chair is high like mine. I'm going to do the best that I can, but it is pretty high, and I don't know if I can do it. So we're going to try it. I also don't want to kick the chair over or break a toe, so kind of going right in front of it. Just try and keep it up. Don't think about it. Keep it up. So maybe you can just keep that pace. Come on, you can do it. Whew. It's tough. Whew. My hips are starting to cramp up from the height of this chair. Whew. I think I had to stop about 8 seconds too soon. My hips, right here, the height. See, if we all have to do what we can do. Even I have my limits. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 chairs if you have them, the same height. If you don't want to use 2 chairs, if you're more of a beginner, you can just use 1. What we're going to do is tricep dips, but I'm going to show you how you can make it a little more advanced. So I'm going to line up 2 chairs. They need to be the same height. If you don't have 2 chairs the same height, you want to put your feet a little lower, that's fine. But what I'm trying to show you is you can drop down here deeper, just like this. So if your chairs are not the same height, you're just not going to have the exact same effect, but still a tricep dip is working your triceps. That's what's important. This one, here we go. Make sure you keep your fingertips forward. You want to make sure that you're actually bending and straightening your elbows. You're not just dropping your hips down and up. That's a whole different exercise. And it doesn't look that good either. All right, so try really hard to just go at a nice steady pace here. If you go too fast out of the gate, you're going to burn the gas. This is a small muscle group, your triceps. So it's okay if you can't do, as many reps as we're doing or for long intervals. You just keep going. You see, I'm going at a nice, steady, slow pace. If I push too hard, I would burn out too fast, and I want to do the whole 50 seconds. Good. Okay. You can put your other chair back if you're using the second chair. Grab a quick sip of water. All right, next, what we're going to do is another sort of cardio move, well, definitely a cardio move, but what you're going to do is either, I guess you can put your hands on the step for sure, or the chair for sure, and butt kick. So you're just going to butt kick here. Or you can stay totally elevated and ignore the chair and do it. Or you're going to flip over here, come back down with your hands on the floor, and kick off the chair like this. Okay? So you want to kick up off the chair. Now, you can see, here I'm moving my chair, so you need to be really careful when you do that. So rather than just mountain climb, you're going to kind of kick your feet back. Just please be careful. Here we go. Let's see. Come on, timer. Let me get that timer. Here we go. Most important thing is to make sure you have a sturdy enough chair. If your chair is not that sturdy, do it without the chair. You do not want to get hurt. I'm not advocating getting hurt over finishing an exercise. See, I'm just kind of going at a slower pace than I would normally go. Just be careful with the chair, but I'm still getting my heart rate up. When you put your body down in this position, your heart rate elevates quicker. That's the benefit for cardio-wise of doing it this way. And it's elevated, I promise you. Okay. If you're bending over, just be careful when you stand up. The room gets a little spinny. Okay, so the next, we're going to bend down, okay, just like this, and you're going to tap your toe to the chair. You're going to lift and do a leg press. Now, it seems very simple, and it is. It's just that it really gets into your glute muscle. So it gets, tight after a while. So you want to back up so that your body weight is in this heel on the floor. Make sure it's in there. And here we go. If you're too far forward, you're not going to get the full effect of the exercise. And what's the point of doing it if you're not getting the benefits of it? Then you're just wasting time, right? And probably hurting yourself. So already I can feel my hamstrings in the leg that's moving, and my glute getting tired. So we're just limiting the range of motion here, keeping it at a higher elevation the whole time. Keep going. Okay, we're just going to take a moment to stretch that out. So I'm going to stay bent over for a minute. And I'm just going to stretch the back of my leg out for a sec so my hamstring doesn't tighten up as we go on to the next side. Okay, we're going to go to the next side. And we're going to repeat the same thing. Make sure you're in the heel of the foot that's supporting you. Keep going, keep going. And stretch that out for a moment. Good. Okay, now you're going to grab a weight if you have one, just one weight. If you have one, you're going to be doing a chest press with the weight so that just makes you decide which weight you're going to get. If you don't have a weight, don't stress out. You don't need to have a weight. Okay, so I'm going to grab weight here. We're going to go on the floor right in front of your chair. Make sure, again, your chair is sturdy, or whatever you're using is sturdy. You can always put it against the wall if you need to. So I'm going to put the weight, if I'm putting the weight in my left hand, then my right leg is going to cross up. So if you don't have a weight, you're just going to be doing the leg portion, the hips, coming up and down. Remember, my chair is pretty high, so I'm not going to get back down to tap my butt on the floor. Okay, if your chair is low, or whatever you're using is low, or if you're just putting your foot on the ground, then you'll be able to tap your butt to the floor. When I go up, my arm's going to go up. When I come down, my arm's going to come down. Okay, if you don't have a chest press, again, just do the bridges. Because my chair is so high, it's really creating me to work my glutes and my hamstrings. Oops, it's getting slippery though. Let me do it off the edge here. So if you do it off the edge like I'm doing, you just have to be careful because there's a greater potential for you to push the chair over. You can see my chair is moving a bit, but my chair is very slippery, so my foot was slipping. It also means that you're getting, even more into your hamstring, which is fantastic here. More bang for your buck. Keep pushing, especially if your foot is on the floor. You really want to get up there into your bridge. We're going to switch. Just be careful. Your chair, especially if it's not against something like mine, just want to be careful. I can feel I'm pushing mine over a bit, but I want to stay central so you can see me here. Again, safety first. Just be careful. If you feel uncomfortable, take the feet to the floor. Do not put yourself at injury risk. Keep going, you're doing great. Keep pushing. Get those hips up. And rest. Excellent job. All right. So we're going to put the weight back so it's out of your way. Okay, so again, I'm going to go down into a face down sort of position. Now, if you're staying up, you can do jumping jacks regular. You can put your hands here and you can jack here. That's fine too. Now, if you're going down, like I am, it's again, be very careful of just your chair and just jumping on a chair. So chair height is going to make it difficult for me to jump all the way down and jump all the way up, but that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to just stay and do plank jacks instead, you can't. Just please be careful of your chair falling over. You've got to be real careful here, okay? So you see I'm going to take it nice and slow, steady pace. If you're doing other kinds of jacks that are not in this position, please go for it. Move a little faster. But if you're doing this, please be cautious, okay? You're still going to get a good workout just by going at a nice steady pace like I'm doing right here. Good job. Okay. Quick sip of water, and then you're going to sit in front of your chair with your feet on the chair. Okay, so again, height of the chair will definitely depend on how well you can perform this exercise. So it's just basically a roll up. You're just going to exhale as you come up and try and roll up as much as you can. If your chair is much lower, then you should be able to get up a lot easier. For me, I'm probably not going to be able to get up that high, so I'm just going to come up as much as I can and then slowly go down. You want to try not to push up with momentum too much, but really it's about controlling the way down. So you just do it the best you can. I'm going to do the best I can over here, and we're going to go for it. So I'm going slowly on the way back. So you're exhaling to come up. And yes, it would likely be easier with a weight in your hands, which is why I'm purposely not doing one. And yes, it's easier if you just keep your feet on the mat or on a lower chair. I mean, it's still challenging, but I mean, like, if you're having a really hard time getting up, you might have better success if you lower your legs. So there's the roll up with the chair. Next exercise we're going to do is called a pike. It's a push-up. Now, you can just do on the ground, just do push-ups on your knees, on your toes, whatever you want to do. You can do push-ups off your chair. If maybe you have some shoulder issues and you have to go at more of an angle, this would be perfect. You just modify the push-up like that. If you're going to do a push-up with me, you can choose to just do push-ups and not the pike that I'm going to do. But if you want to do the pike, join me. So real quick, I'll demonstrate and then we'll go right into it. So I'm out here in the plank position. I walk my hands back to pike. Then I walk my hands out to the plank and I do a push-up. Okay? I'm walking up to pike, get for your chair, and walking out to push-up. Here we go. Now you could do a second push-up there if you really want to, but I want to focus on, just, I guess I could do both. I don't know. I was going to say I wanted to focus on the other one, but whatever. I'm here. I might as well do both. Just depends on what your body's capable of at this moment and what fits your body best. If you're having some stuff going on in your shoulders or maybe your biceps, maybe you want to avoid the push-up altogether, or maybe one feels better than the other. So you can just modify with what you need to do. Triceps are okay, then you can go back to the dips if you want. And rest. Okay, next exercise we're going to do is single leg deadlift. Now, you can do this with or without a weight. I'm going to try it with a weight first, but if I'm falling over, because my chair is, like I said, very high, and I keep repeating that because if you're on a high chair and you're feeling like, what is wrong with me, I get you, I feel you. It's hard on with your chair being so high. So you just have to be careful. So, like we did with the split squat or the single leg lunge here, we're going to put one leg back, and you're going to bend over right here, and you're going to come up just like this. Okay, so take it slow. You don't have to use a weight if you don't want to. Bend and come all the way up. And just keep doing that. Good. Then you want to push into the heel of the foot on the floor. Use your abs. I'm going slow on purpose. I don't want to rush the exercise and use my back instead of my abs. I want to actually feel the exercise and not use momentum. Things like that. Okay, we're going to switch. Again, if you don't want to use a weight, it's okay. Go nice and slow. Good. Weights in your heel. Balance. Make sure you're standing all the way up too when you come up. Good. Okay, you're going to switch hands with, if you have a weight. If you don't have a weight, you can just use the motion of your hand, that's fine. Or you can do pulses with your legs. You're going to bend over and you're going to row right here. So if you don't have a weight, you can always just hang here, pulse the legs. You can also bend all the way over and lift the other leg up and down. Just make it work for you. Do something else that works for your body if you don't have a weight. You can also do the motion without the weight, of course, which will help you practice balance. Switch. Good. Just be aware of your posture too. You want to keep your eyes down, but not like dropping your head down. You can maybe see my head is in neutral, so I'm kind of looking at the floor, but in front, not like down at my toes. If you start to drop your chin, then your neck is going to be compromised. You're going to have a sore neck and headaches, and it's just going to create a snowball of issues for you. Come on, keep going. And we're almost finished with the chair workout for today. Okay, I'm going to put this weight back. Just stretch out your back for a second if you need to. Okay, we're going to do a plank. Now, again, of course, I'm going to put my feet onto the chair. If you would like to do the plank with your arms on the chair or just do a plank on the floor, that's fantastic. You do whatever kind of plank your heart desires. Just try to plank, even if you can only hold it for a few seconds. The key is that if it's 10 seconds today, it might be 12 seconds tomorrow, and in a month, it could be a minute. So just practice it every day. That's how you're able to hold the plank longer. It might not get easier, but you can do it longer. So we're holding it right here. If you're here, you need to make sure that you're supporting your back with your abdominals. So abs are in, and when you hear the next beep, it's going to tell you that you have 10 seconds left to go. So you're just going to keep right here. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss a video. I have lots and lots of videos in case you're looking to find different ways to excite your workout, shall we say? Just different workouts for you so you don't get bored. You find new and challenging ways no matter what your fitness level is. So please subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and please join me and have a fantastic and healthy day today. So we're almost to our 10 seconds to go mark here. Hang in there, you're doing great. 10 seconds to go, hang in there. Practice your planks every day, and this will get easier, I promise. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Fantastic workout with using your chair. Next time you're stuck in your office or wherever you are, and you're welcome. Thank you for joining me. And you're stuck and you want to do something. I'm not saying you're going to flip on over, drop down, and give you upside down push-ups in your business suit. But just think about it. When you go home, what can you do? When you're in the office, you can squeeze in a few dips. You have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.